హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, మీ కిషోర్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్కి స్వాగతం. ఇందులో ఇప్పుడు మనం జూనాగఢ్ ఫోర్ట్కి అయితే వచ్చాం. ఇది జూనాగఢ్ ఫోర్ట్ని మొదట్లో బికనేర్ ఫోర్ట్ అని పిలిచేవారు. బికనేర్ మహారాజు పేరే బికనేర్. ఆ మహారాజు ఈ ఫోర్ట్ని అయితే నిర్మించడం జరిగింది. దీని తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ జూనాగఢ్ వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చేయడం జరిగింది. జూనాగఢ్ ఫోర్ట్ అంటారు. ఇది బికనేర్లో ఉంది. చూడండి, వీడియో మొత్తం చూపిస్తాను. హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇదండి మన బికనేర్ ఫోర్ట్. అయితే ఈ ఫోర్ట్ మనం లోపలంతా కూడా ఇప్పుడు తిరిగి చూసేద్దాం. ఈ ఫోర్ట్ లోపల రాజుగారి గురించి, రాజుగారు వాడిన కత్తులు, రాజుగారు ఇక్కడ కెనాల్ ఏదో కట్టించారంటండి. ఈ కెనాల్ సంబంధించినవి ఈ మొత్తం అన్నీ కూడా ఈ డీటెయిల్స్ అయితే ఇందులో అంతా కూడా హిస్టరీ అయితే ఉంటుందండి. ఈ హిస్టరీని మనం తెలుసుకుందాం. ఇందులో ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్గా ఉండే వాళ్ళకి ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్గానే ఉంటుంది. ఇదండి ఫోర్ట్ అయితే మటుకు ఇది ఓవర్ వ్యూ మొత్తం అంతా చూసండి. మా ఛానల్ మీ కిషోర్ ఛానల్కి సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని మంచి మంచి కంటెంట్స్తో మీ ముందుకు వచ్చేస్తాను. Welcome to Lalgarh Palace.
Yes. So this is the part of 1937. Yes. Yeah. So this is the part of 1937. There are three kinds of architecture here: Rajputana, Muslim, and the British. So Maharajas used to go on the horses.
ఎంట్రన్స్ హాల్ ఇలా ఉంటుంది.
Otherwise, I would explain you in detail. So it was founded by the Bikaner from Junagarh, 1488, and the Bikaner Fort was built by
అయితే పెట్టామండి. గైడ్తో పాటు నేను కూడా చెప్తాను తెలుగులో.
And when they built the fort, they named it Chintamani Fort. And
చింతామణి ఫోర్ట్ అని పిలిచేవారంట.
The whole fort was built by the 16 Maharajas, and it took 348 years to complete the construction of the fort. And it was completed by the 21st Maharaja of Bikaner. Royal family was living here until 1902, and after that they shifted in a place called Lalgarh Palace, which is 1.5 kilometers far from here. The rest of the part of the fort was built by the 21st Maharaja of Bikaner, who was born in 1880, and at the age of 7 he became a Maharaja of Bikaner. Actually, we have to go straight. 1880, and at the age of 7 he became a Maharaja of Bikaner. As you can see,
మహారాజ్ రాయల్ ఫ్యామిలీ అండి. మొత్తం 21 మంది రాజులు.
He started with Rao Bika. He came from local royal family. He stopped. There is a place called Kanni Mata. There is a place called Deshno, where the Kanni Mata was residing. She was living over there. He stopped there to get the blessing of Kanni Mata. She prophesied and told him that he would be more successful than his father. He came to Bikaner, and then he built the 6th Maharaja of Bikaner. He started to build the Bikaner fort, and then after the most important Maharaja of Bikaner, 21st Maharaja of Bikaner, who completed the construction of the Bikaner fort in 1937, and then his son succeeded him as the Maharaja of Bikaner, and then his son succeeded him as the Maharaja of Bikaner. There have been 24 Maharajas in the royal family of Bikaner today. The royal family of Bikaner.
Siddhi Kumari of Bikaner. Two times MLA and born in 1973.
The whole court and the whole royal properties are under her guidance, so she is taking care. And the Bikaner fort became a rice in the trust in 1963. As you can see, this is the part where you can see D9 Heavy plane, which is the whole souvenir which Maharaja Ganga
participated. బికనేర్ వాళ్ళు వాడిన ప్లేన్ అండి ఇది.
Reassembled it over here. This is the two-seater one. There are only two planes like this. One is here hall, the Darbar hall, public audience hall where Maharaja Ganga Singh ji used to have Darbar over here, and the women used to see that from there. Art windows you can see. These are the Odas. Odas means the Maharaja's seat. These are over here you can see. This is the first lift from Rajasthan over here. This is from England. These are the
ఇది మహారాజులు వాడిన పల్లకీలు చైర్స్ అన్నీ కూడా వరుసగా చూపించబడ్డాయి.
hold on the elephant's back. These are the musket guns which they used to use for hunting. This is also Oda, as you can see. On the elephant's back they used to use. And this is the palanquin for wedding. Here you can see in wedding they used to use. And this one, this is the 100 years old chariot used by Maharaja Ganga Singh. He used to use. One for winter and one for summer. For 80% part, 75 to 80% part of the fort made with red sandstone. There is a place called Dulmera, 65 kilometers far from here. So this Dulmera stone came from there. And they used, you can see one of the Maharaja of Bikaner from South India. Maharaja Ganga Singh was the high-ranking officer in British Army. Ganga Singh most of the time he used to spend here. You can see the photograph of young Maharaja over here and his family. So after the death of this Maharaja, he became the Maharaja.
బికనీర్ 7 ఏళ్ల వయసులో ఫోటో అండి ఇది.
And at the age of 37, he died without being childless. He died childless, and this is his family. Here you can see the 100 years old British furniture. And when he was 7 years old, then he became a Maharaja of Bikaner. This is the photograph of that time. And these are the turbans which they used to use in weddings. And in Bikaner, the achievement which Maharaja Ganga Singh ji did, they are remarkable. Like the first achievement he did the water canal. So you can see he built the water canal from.
కెనాల్ని ఒకటి నిర్మించారని బికనీర్ దగ్గరలో. దానికి సంబంధించిన చిత్రాలు ఇవి.
The construction was completed 1925. It was started and it was completed in 1927. That was one of the biggest achievement of him, because that time we had a problem of rain. And this is the photograph of whole of Mir. He was the only Maharaja who signed the Treaty of Versailles, as you can see. And this is the spoon which he used to use, as you can see over here, because he has done his moustache, so his moustache used to get wet while eating something. So a special spoon he ordered from England. His special spoon he ordered so that whenever he drinks something, his moustache remained dry. This is the intercom, special intercom which he used to talk with people here, his officers, and it was a wire connected. This is his desk and the computer box. And this is the photograph of the Lalgarh Palace, as you can see, and the fan from England. He completed 50 years of his golden jubilee, so that you can see in this photograph. When people came to know the procession of Maharaja was coming, so they gathered and for his welcomes, as you can see. And he was going to get the blessing of Lakshmi Mata, the temple of Lakshmi Mata, which is in the old city. So this procession was being proceed towards the old city. These are replicas of this small machine from the brigade. This is the private audience hall of Maharaja Ganga Singh ji. 1928, the construction of this.
Maharaja Darbar and it
it was completed. The Darbar was held when he completed 50 years of his rule. So he held the darbar over here. So there are three kinds of architecture: architecture on the red sandstone, architecture on the marble, architecture on the wood, on the Myanmar, and you can see the Italian chandeliers, 800 years old. Throne over there, you can see it was brought by Rao Bika, and Rao Bika's ancestor brought it from Kannauj. So from Kannauj it can be Jodhpur, from Jodhpur it can be Bikaner, here he used to have the darbar. And as you can see over there are arch windows from where the women used to see the darbar, and these are the 56 kilos of present as you can see, and one of the best collections of the weapons you can see over here. We have to go faster because all the rooms are being closed now because we have to do everything in a hurry. So the another room we are going to enter, it was the dressing room of 21st Maharaja family. And a gunpowder. You can see the longest gun, my friend, over here.
ఇదే లాంగెస్ట్ గన్ అండి, చూడండి.
Two people used to use. It was for they used to hunt the dangerous animals such as lion and the cheetah. So that's why they used to make this kind of long gun. You can see the glass from Belgium and the Italian marble. The portrait of Maharaja Ganga Singh, his brother and his daughter, you can see over there. And the Lalgarh Palace is built in the name of this Maharaja Lal Singh over there. So there is a Lalgarh Palace which was built in the name of Maharaja Lal Singh. In the memory of Maharaja Lal Singh. These are the
చూడండి, ఈ గన్ వెయిట్ వచ్చేసి 50 కేజీలు అంటండి. చూడండి,
elephant, and they used to hunt with this gun. At the weight of this gun it is 20 kilo, and you can see this display in this display there are two kinds of gun, two kinds of swords. One is parallel sword used by the British, another one is with a curved shape used by the Indian Maharajas, and there is this one is for gunpowder, in which they used to put the gunpowder, and the tiger knives as you can see over there, and the shield you can see they are made of rhinos skin over there. And here you can see when the Maharaja Rao Bika and Bikaner 6 shot there, they used to leave their they accepted his sovereignty and the welcoming him. That is this that depicts in that scene. So Bikaner actually was known as Jungle Pradesh when Rao Bika came here, but later on they changed the name of Jungle Pradesh to Bikaner because it was made of them two people. Because the landlord of this area was Bikaner and the Rao Bika. So as you
17th century machine gun
this
ఇది
is 17th century machine gun from Germany. From Germany it came to England. From England it came to Bikaner. After using this machine gun, they used to put the water under it to keep it cool down.
రాజుగారికి వచ్చిన ప్రశంసా పత్రాలండి, వరుస ప్రేమలు కట్టి ఉంచారు.
Greetings later. Maharaja used to receive from the people when they used to join any functions, ceremonies. There the people used to write their characters also. They used to present them this kind of paper with the display over there. You can see over here, the left side, we have been there is the train. So this was the part for the women. The women used to see what is going on that side through these windows, arch windows. And the other side, on the right side of you, over there with the huge public. The last Maharaja of Bikaner, he donated this fort to the Rising Trust. So they made it trust his property during the tenure of 23 Maharaja of Bikaner. Are together. And you can see this was the Junagarh Singh after the death of this Maharaja, the 21st Maharaja of Bikaner became a Maharaja of Bikaner. Their father Lal Singh and their son Maharaja Ganga Singh Ji, you can see over here. He was the 21st Maharaja of Bikaner and he did lots of development in Bikaner like train, water, he brought it here, established port in Bikaner city, electricity, elevator, so many things he did for Bikaner city. As you can see, the elevator was installed over here. This is the place where the elevator was installed in 1914. And this is the part of 1872. It is known as Junagarh famous for its beautiful painting botanical art. And it was actually used as a pavilion. Maharaja used to sit over there to see the cultural program. For the second reason, the women used to spend their time over here because they would see both sides, the entrance and the second courtyards, because the bank. And in summertime, they used to spend their time over here because here we used to have very hot temperature, harsh temperature. They used to spend their time over here. There are mirrors. So in mirrors, they could see the intruder and they could get ready. You know that. And this was used as a pavilion, and that is the Holi Chowk where Maharaja used to play Holi. There is a Maharaja seat. Around the Maharaja seat there is a water tank. Behind the water tank there are rooms for the women. Women used to see that activity from there, and their soldiers, the noblemen, and the very close people, they used to play. They used to go one by one there. Maharaja used to sit over there, and they used to place color on the Maharaja's feet. Due to the royal protocol, they were not allowed to touch other part of the Maharaja. And you can see the pillar over there. There is a one piece of pillar made of red sandstone, as you can see over there. And there you can see the blue tile. Blue tile is from Holland, Delft. You can see this is the tile from Holland. Here you can see some photographs. There is a community known as Siddh community.
The community వాళ్ళు
They received the Siddhi. Siddhi means perfection. And perfection they received by doing the meditation. They lived 50 kilometers far from here, and they used to perform with bare feet on these weapons. Even the 5-year-old child could perform. As you can see, this talent was in their blood. You see, they used to perform with bare feet. worship garden where Maharaja used to spend their time with their Maharani's queens.
17th centuryలో బికనేర్ జైలు
Jail over there.
ఇక్కడ
In
ఉండేది
19th century, when people they used to commit any crime, they used to put them behind the bar. There is a, you can see the printing press over there. That is the part of printing press, the first printing press of Rajasthan, and then you can see the temple of Shiva over there. And behind the temple of Shiva, you can see the horse stable where they used to keep the horses over there. Worship this
అప్పట్లో కూడా తులసి చెట్టుని పూజించేవారు. ఇది చూడండి.
Basalikam is considered to be the physical form of Lakshmi. As you can see, it is made of sandalwood. Real gold has used, and the Queen of Bikaner, they used to use this swing on a special occasion. The special occasion was the birthday of Shiva Janmashtami. So as you can see, these are the gopis. The gopis are connected with one wire, and when they used to move this cradle, all the puppets started to move like they are dancing. So this is the best example of mechanism technique. On the other hand, on the right side of you, you can see the bed, the queen, the bedroom of queen, and the bedroom of Maharaja. There are two bedrooms. As you can see, in comparison,
మహారాజా బెడ్ అండి. ఆ బెడ్ కిందకు ఉందని మీకు డౌట్ రావచ్చు. బెడ్ కింద ఎవరు దాక్కోకుండా ఉండడం కోసం సెక్యూరిటీ పర్పస్ లో అలా ఉండేవాళ్ళు బెడ్.
His father was killed while sleeping, so after that they were concerned about their safety. So after that they started to make lower and the shorter bed. In any case, if their enemy hid under the bed, they could feel that who is under the bed, or in any case, if they were tied while sleeping, their feet used to stay outside so that they could stand up and protect themselves. So for the adjoining to the queen bed, this is the room which is known as Sheesh Mahal, the glass palace. On the glasses you can see some designs. They are made of lime. On the lime there is a real gold has used. It is beautifully crafted. As you can see the carving, you can see how beautifully it was done. This is made of ivory. The gate you can see it is made of ivory.
ఆంజనేయ స్వామి టెంపుల్ అండి. అప్పట్లో ఉన్న టెంపుల్ ఎలా ఉందో చూడండి.
Mid 16th century, built by the 10th Maharaja of Bikaner. As you can see, it is beautifully painted room, painted palace. On the ceiling, you can see the paintings. They are completely made of real gold. It has never been restored or retouched. As you can see on the ceiling, it looks like a carpet, the design of carpet. So actually, during the tenure of 10th Maharaja of Bikaner, he met an artist in Delhi, and he brought him in Bikaner. He employed him in Bikaner because he was impressed by his work, and they are actually known as Usta. And Usta is a short form of Usta, means they were master of miniature paintings. So all the room painted by that community people, which is still in existence. You can see 350 years old throne made of silver. There is a manual fan. Under the manual fan, you can see the carpet made of velvet. It was done by hands. Door is 65 kilos.
Silver door
In the
and
past it was
65
placed
years
here, but they
later,
changed the
ఇదివరకు ఈ
place
పక్కన
of this
లేదంటే
door
ఇప్పుడు ఈ
because
పక్కకి మార్చారు.
many people entered here, they touch it, so it does not get dirty. These are the tiles from Sicilia. There is a place in Italy, Sicilia, the Maracatanga. Also here, all the dancing programs they used to have over here, and there are the rooms. It is known as the dancing programs. These are the rooms of the people who used to see the dance performances. From there, there is a Maharaja's room, as you can see over there, made of real gold. I will show you first. This is the palace known as Cloud Palace, Badal Mahal, palace of 1852. Actually, as you can see, there is an atmosphere of rain and the monsoon. The Maharaja of Bikaner, that their children had never seen the rain. So this was an experiment. He asked his artist, commissioned his artist to paint this room in which there is a rain, clouds, and the lightning. So the three things together you can see in this room. There is lightning, clouds, and rain. The most highlighting part of this room is this water tank over here. As you can see, that time there used to be a lid over here which they used to open the water inside it. This is a speed controlling button, and the water drops used to come out like a fountain, and all the water used to pass through from this drain. Maharaja were lover of music as well, so there are two musical instruments you can see, Garura Veena and the Mayura Veena. And you can see the statue of 16th century brought by one of the Maharaja in 16th century. You know this one? And I think it was made by the A.H. Muller, the artist from Germany employed by the 21st Maharaja of Bikaner. The specialty of this painting is wherever you go, their eyes will follow you. Beside two figures, left and right. We go by this weekend. So this was built by the 10th Maharaja of Bikaner, Anup Singh. He was a scholar as well, and he has established a library after the name of Maharaja Anup Singh Ji, which is in Lalgarh Palace. The palace speciality, it is completely painted with the real gold. It is said that a 56 kilo of gold has used. As you can see, the carpet, it was made in Bikaner jail. Along with that, you can see there are 4 lamps. That time we did not have electricity, so those lamps, when they used to light the lamp, the light which came through the mirrors, whole room started to shine like a star. Along with that, you can see the doors. Doors are made of walnut tree. It came from the Kashmir, and the carving was done here. These are the army symbols of Bikaner. These are the army symbols. You know, the army, the soldiers, they used to carry this symbol along with Maharaja. You have seen the Jodha Akbar movies. So these are the army symbols they used to carry in their hand. There are 2 ceremonial swords. One belongs to Maharaja Ganga Singh, another one belongs to the Rajasthan. One is made of gold, one is made of silver. Real gold, real rubies. You can see they are being made over there. Only ceremonial time they used to use. One shell you can see, and 2 ceremonial silk you can see over here which they used to use during the ceremonial time. This is the practice for more than 10 kilo weight they used to practice to have strong hands, As you can see, this painting depicts the scene when Maharaja Rao Bika started his journey. He came with 500 soldiers and 100 cavalry. The things which he brought with him, they are still laying over here. As you can see, the cooking pots over here, my friend. You can see over here cooking pot. You can see in the painting over here. And the throne we have seen earlier in Ganga Mahal, 800 years old throne. And the drum and the ceremonial sabots. This is the oldest part of the fort, built by the 6th Maharaja of Bikaner from his two women, Phool Mahal and the Chandra Mahal. Phool Tower and the Chandra.
సూర్య భగవాన్ అయితే కొలిచేవారంటండి
This is
బికనీర్ మహారాజు.
the statue of Surya Bhagwan, because the Bikaner royal family belongs to the solar dynasty Surya Vansi. You can see it is completely made of with marble and 7% the 7 days of the weeks and 7 colors of the skies. You can see the 10 avatas of Vishnu, the represent the Bikaner religious paintings, and you can see it is beautifully painted.
హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, మనం ఈరోజు వచ్చాం జూనాగర్ ఫోర్ట్. మా వీడియో నచ్చినట్టయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి.